I think I understand what they want from me there. Right, let me just do a quick audio test. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Audio is a bit low on here. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm happy with that. Camera's poorly positioned. Alright. Oh jeez, my face isn't even lit up. Yeah, that doesn't even help. Anyways, welcome everyone. Today my name is ECC Super. Today we're going to be modding Hytale. Is the title correct? Yeah, the title's correct. Yeah, today I'm going to be attempting to add a model to Hytale. So I've been doing a little bit of research, staring at how Hytale does some of its things. So let's jump right into it. Oops, that is Blockbench. So this entity here, let me scroll away from the giant ass sword. This entity here is the logic that I would like to use, mainly because this entity here comes with all of the information that I would like for my NPC. It can land, it can fly, it can do a melee attack, and it can do a ranged attack. So it has all the things that I want from it. And this entity, if I'm not mistaken, was called a Skarak? Where do I go again for this? It was spawn entity. Yeah, it's a Skarak. So this one specifically would be a Skarak Seeker. Yeah. So the Skarak Seeker has a few things attached to it, so I'm going to go to the asset editor, and I'm going to look up for the Skarak Seeker and everything attached to it, and I'm going to do a quick rundown of what everything is. So we don't want it in test model, we want it in Hytale, and we're going to look for the Skarak underscore Seeker. We want to match this name over here because that would be the ID of the creature. So first of all, the Skarak Seeker has some sound effects. I guess I can just use the same sound effects, just recycle them, so that's not too big of a deal. This is the projectile it's firing, so I am going to be using a custom projectile. Obviously after I've learned how this one works, so it has this as its parent, so we'll go take a look at what that is later. This is the item drop container of the Scarab, so I'm not sure where it is. There it is. Alright. It can choose between a Venom Sac or a Chitin, yeah, Venom Sac or Chitin. So, I'm not going to mess around too much with these things. I'm mainly going to be using the Scarab as my main thing. Then we have the animator. So the Scarab Seeker has a spit animation and a sting animation attached to it. I don't know where the rest of the animations are set. Here we have some extra things. I'm not too sure what all of this is for. Oh, this is if you take it over. Okay, item player animations. Yeah, alright. Yeah, so it has a few things that it plays when you're in control of it. So that's fine. I guess I can for now just leave that as is. These are interactions, so I believe these are the scripts that the Scarab uses to be able to do its things. So if I open this up, take a look at the source code. So physics type standard, gravity, terminal velocity in air, terminal velocity in water. Rotation mode is velocity, bouncing, no bouncing, sticks vertically, true. Interesting. So all of this is the stats of the behavior of the projectile. So this is most likely where I'm going to be coming to change a few things. Here, model, the spitball is a very important part because that is where I'll be changing the appearance of this. So if I go to, there it is. Yeah. Alright, it's just a flat texture. Which means I can make my own version of this, keep everything the same, and just change the texture. Alright, it should be easy enough. I have so many tabs open right now. Right, let's close some tabs. Is there a close all? No, there's no close all. Feels bad, man. Missed opportunity. Alright. But, once we're past that, we are now in the territory of the things that, where I'm going to be focusing on. So, here, since this Scarab Seeker is the one that I've summoned, we can take a look at its template. So, the Scarab Seeker stuff that we see here, let me go back here and just show you that specifically. Can I type, please? Thank you. The Scarab Seeker, specifically, yeah, here's the forward that I'm looking for. So, if you take a look at these four here, the Dungeon Scarab Seeker, the Patrol, and the normal Scarab Seeker and the Patrol, you'll see they're all listed here, which tells me that this gets its list from the NPC roles. We also have a template Scarab Seeker, which is what you can see is being referenced here. So when I went here, I realized that this is all the behaviors of the Scarab Seeker. So everything that I want is mentioned in this list here. So I'm not going to be messing around with that too much, but what I'm much rather going to do is just take a look at how this was done. So we can see that it's a typed variant and it references the Scarab Seeker template. And then we are modifying certain things from the template. So we're setting health, we're setting is it a memory, Translation keys, I don't actually know what this is. I'm not gonna act like I know what it is. Oh, okay. I think I understand. So this gets set to name translation key, and we specified name translation key here, and we set its name. There you go. Okay. Learned that very quickly. So we're gonna make our own custom variations of a Scarab Seeker using this similar system, and then here by the template, we are going to want to change. Where is it? I just saw it. We're gonna want to change this because this is the appearance of our Scarab Seeker. So I don't know if there's any more appearance. So we have attack values, attack distance, attitude group. I take it this is the AI. I'll go take a look at where that would be now. This is projectile config, this is the NPC. Alright, so attitude group. Let's just do Scarab, see what we get. Audio, sound, projectile, item drops, environmental, player animation, blocks. Sorry about that, I just woke up. Interactions. Right, this is the different types of things that it can do. Right. Old interactions, interesting. Model assets. Yeah, that's just where this is mentioned. That's where this football is. Attitudes, there you go. Hostile to Farron. Interesting. Is there a... I wonder what would happen if I set that to Quebec, or add Quebec to it. Hostile to Troc. Friendly to Quebec. Wait, what is Farron then? Include roles Farron, and then include roles Farron civilian. What's Farron? Do we have a model for Farron? Oh! Oh, that's interesting. Let me just close all of this. I haven't seen the I haven't seen the Fox people yet, so let's head back to Scarab. That's interesting. So I can set what it attacks. That's really interesting. All right. So this is... yeah, this is its attitude. Alright, that's... makes sense. What's this? NPC group, include... Scarak and include roles Scarak. Scarrock underscore? Oh, probably everything that has this. Interesting. And then this is where we found the AIs of these things. I'm quickly gonna go to Scarrock Seeker. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, that's right. This one's purely code. Right. This is interesting. Component, Ferrin, Sensor, Scarrock. Class, Sensor, Content, Target, Filtered, NPC Group, Include Group, Scarrock. So this filters us out? Oh, no. It's what the Ferrin uses to detect Scarracks. Alright. This is just for spawning things. Spawn marker, NPC, Scarrock, weight 100, spawn after time. I have no idea what that is. Past 1 day, maybe? Exclusion radius is 10, max drop height is 4. Alright. Scarrock has its own thing. Spawn zone 2, dungeon Scarrock. Wait, spawn block, projectile config, Scarrock spitball. I wanna see if there's an animation list anywhere. That's an interaction, those are blocks. Item drops, sound effects, audio. Well, let me do this. Seeker, Scarrock Seeker, that's Spawn Maker, that's the asset thing. Where's the model? There it is. Let's head back to the editor. Animations. This is all the animations that it uses. So does this thing really have... Yeah, it has a swimming animation. What happens if I do this? No, nothing. Okay, well, I'm getting the idea of how it's saved. So let me take it. This is also under swim. Yeah, this is also under swim. Alright, so every animation's saved separately, and I'm gonna have to make something that has all of these animations. Lovely. So, with that being said, I'm gonna keep this off to the side so that I can see what it is that I need to do. So, I'm not going to spend too much time on the modeling, just a basic creature. So, this is the size of what we're working with. That's insane. Create a cube. Turn on mirroring. Alright. No. Let's make it 6. Make this 6 as well. What is the sizes I'm working with here? So if each block is that size, what is that size? Wait, I have an idea. Oops, nope. Let's turn mirroring off. $32. No, it's 64. Alright. So if I want something that is roughly 2 meters, that means, yeah, I need to work it out in a very specific way. Right, so this is currently at 20. I can do 32 and 32. I can re-enable mirroring. Alright. Create another one of these. Right. Something like that, and then I'm gonna do 16. Actually, no. I'm gonna do 10. 10 feels like it's too little, but 16 feels like it's too much. So if it's 10, this is 20, that makes 30, which means I only have 2 left. So what I'm much rather gonna do then is bring this back down to 10. No. Yeah, something like that more, much rather. And grab this, duplicate it, move it to the top. Alright. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reduce 2 from here and increase this by 2 more. Cool. And then like that. Move it closer. It's a bit scrawny though. It's okay. I'll add everything into the correct folders later. Put this at 60. I'm gonna do the following. So 1, 2. Ah, fuck. Turn mirroring off. Is there a... No. Alright, so 2 in that direction, 2 in this direction, and just to make sure I'm not overlapping anything, I'm just going to do that. Right, and I think I'm going to lower this one a little bit more. Lower that to there. Oh. Right. Then I just duplicate that. Extend this over the hips. All right. Alright, what is the size of what I'm working with right now? So this is supposed to be 64, so let's create a quick cube. Move them over to the side. And resize this to 64. Alright. This is currently size 13. Gonna put it at size 8 for now. So 64 minus 8 means 58. Now I still need to fit a head in somewhere in there, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna decrease the size of this. Is there a shortcut for this? Is there a shortcut for mirroring? There has to be, right? Nope, no shortcut. Alright, so I just have to manually turn that on and off then. So I'm gonna reduce this by 4. Bring this down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Which leaves me with 60 on the top, but the legs are still extremely long. Granted, this thing's gonna be keeping the legs crouched a bit forward, so it will be bigger than the player. Yeah, alright. We'll stick with what I have right now. Resize it. So this is currently at 58. So if I'm currently working from 58, maybe I should reduce these a little bit more. One, two. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. This one. Alright, that means everything from here upwards is going to be 64. Alright, so this part I'm going to reduce a little bit, so oops. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright. Add another cube. There you go. Just need to make sure all of these are on even numbers. Yeah. Something like that. I want to extend this out a little tiny bit more. I think if I had to figure out what might have been bothering me this whole time. Okay, and then this. Yeah, something like that. So this is 16. No, this is 24. Why is it 24? What's it on 16? It's not much on 16. Okay. 24 it is. Which leaves me with 40. Right. So this, let's make this. Okay. And if I make it 24, it leaves me with 16. I still need to get a head in somewhere here. So let's reduce this down to 16. Guess I'm reducing this to 16 as well. The problem now is now this is 32. And I still need to put in a head. The neck is definitely not going to be 16. we're looking more like at 8. And then if I make the head a 16 by 16, is that right? Which means I'm left with 8. Okay, let's try something. So if I put 4 here, and 4, and I put 4 here, 3, 4. All right. I'm curious, is this necessary? Can't I just increase this, the shape of this? That is a very good question that has a very simple answer. Just need to make sure I only have one of each of these. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can just do that. I don't need to have a lot of models everywhere. Alright. Alright, so now that is in. Let's disable this again. Let's create another one. Move it up. This is currently positioned at the wrong position. I want to bring that one down. Alright, so this will be the neck. So the neck, make it 1, 2, 1, 2. Is that perfectly centered? Yeah, and it's 6. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Something like that. And then 8. Not 12, 8. Right. Then I need another cube. Set the pivot to the back. Resize this thing. So size needs to be 16. Shice. Okay, let's do 8. So another 8 in that direction. Looks wrong. So if I do that and that, that looks correct, but now we have a problem. Behold, tiny head. I'm fairly certain the player model does not have that small of a head. Let's take a look at that real quick. Nope, the player has a massive head. Massive head, massive torso. Alright. How many pixels is the player's head? No, if I DC now, I'm gonna be in trouble. Oh, that's how I change what I appear as. Okay, so the shoulders. So they've moved the shoulders into the body. The legs, there's nothing in between, so no hip bone. The legs seem to connect directly to the lower piece of the body, which seems so the hip seems to be okay, and then the chest is much bigger than the hip part. So if we say the legs total up how much? So if I stand here, stop climbing up. If I stand here, the player seems to be only a few blocks tall. Oh, no. The player is 2 blocks tall, but everything is positioned differently. So if I look in that direction and then press this button, there you go, we can get an idea of what we're looking at. So, alright, I understand. I understand how this is going. So the legs need to be much shorter. I need to get rid of the pelvis part. I need to extend the stomach part and then make the chest part, which leaves more space for the head, which I'm still not too certain what the size of it is. It looks like it's a third of a cube. Yeah, looking roughly at it, it looks like it's a third of a cube. Let me just position myself to look forward. Yeah, let's look at that. Yeah. Half a cube? That's interesting. So the head's 23 by 32 by 32. Alright, well, let's do that. So, because I'd at least like to stay within the confines of it. So, also this is wrong. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I don't know why that happened. Alright, sorry about that. So, this needs to be 32. By 8. And this needs to increase to 32. Right. that is what we're working with. So, I'd like to get rid of this. I'd like to get rid of this. I'd like to reduce this down to, let's do 20. This as well down to 20. I'd like to turn on mirroring so I don't have to do that again. This is 8. This is 28. So I'm first gonna move it down to the correct spot. I believe that's the correct spot, right? Yeah, if I move it up, then there's an air gap. So 1 down. And I would like to reduce its size by 8. Sure. Is that correct? Yeah, if this is 8, this is 12, that makes 20. Right, in which case I then want to bring this down. And increase its size a little bit, so... Right. Turn off mirroring. That looks correct. It is currently 12 thick. I would like to add some more to that to make it 16. So then I'd like to increase the size of this, so because I wanted to match that. Well, at least. So that's 8 by 8 by 20. And then these are the odd ones. 11. Yeah, something like that. Do we have a neck? I never paid attention. No, we don't. Cool. Do I want a neck? Maybe not. Alright. So this needs to be 30. And this moves down on top of it. I don't really like how compact that looks. You know what? you need to increase to 30. And then turn off mirroring. Next 16. Bring this down a little bit. Reduce the size to 2. No wait. If this is yes, then that means there's a 2 block gap above it. So it's a little bit bigger, but that's not a problem. How? Alright, so the player head moves back a little bit. Also, it's not 32 long. Yeah. This is longer than this. Interesting. So 30, perhaps? Let's first move it back. So that's by 2. That is by 4. Heinrich, it shows you the numbers. Just look at that. There you go. Alright, that's by 4. And this gets reduced by... Yeah, that looks like what I was looking at in the image. Alright. The pivot, I'm gonna move... There you go. Gonna move back to the neck. This pivot, move it here. This pivot, I want it to be center, so roughly about there. Which means everything's gonna center around that point. Your pivot needs to be... Oh, let me turn this on. Your pivot doesn't matter, so you can center. Your pivot, however, does matter, because you are pivoting from that joint there over there. Alright. So, with that being said, arms. Jesus. Almost 2 o'clock. How long have I been streaming? Almost an hour. I'm making good time. Why do I keep confusing myself? There you go. You go there. You go there. You stay there. Yeah. Now, if I turn this off and I duplicate this and I move this up to 32, or else 64, we can see that we are... Oh wow, is that exact? What is this? I don't know what that is. We are exactly 64. So this is 64. This is 64. We are now at the exact height of 64. I'm not sure if that is correct. How tall is this? This is 30. This is 32. Oh, because... Sorry, being an idiot. What's this size? The size is 24. The size... Let me reduce this to 28. So this is 24, this is 28. This is 4 more than this, which should still be fine. Which means I can move this one down by 2. And I can move this one down by 2. Which leaves me with a gap of 2. There you go. Math's working out. Alright. Now, I want to turn on mirroring and create another cube. We're close to the end of the modeling, so don't leave now, boys or girls. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just want to confirm something. This is supposed to be the same thickness of this. So I need more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2. There you go. That should be 16. And then the pivot just needs to move there, I believe. Is that the center? It seems to be center. And there. Alright, and then we can resize it. So 16 seems a bit extreme, doesn't it? I mean, that's 17, but still. What's the player arm size again? Not the full length, or at least not according to this. The jacket is covering up a bit. Oh no, it isn't full size. Alright. So if I go here, this looks like it's reduced to 2. This looks like it's reduced to 2. That leaves me on 12, which means I'm going to reduce this all the way down to 12. And that looks better. Then this extends down to chest. Cool. Then I need to grab the pivot and move it down a bit. So if I move it there and then move it down by 4, that puts it there. If I move it down by 6, puts it there. If I move it down by 8, puts it there. I want it there, so let's put it back to 6. This is 30, this is 13, this is 13. With a 2 space gap in between makes 14, which means I need one more gap size here, and that matches with that. Cool. And this I will move inwards a little bit, so that should be too much of a problem. So duplicate again, move it down, and its pivot will sit right there. So there'll still be a little gap there, but that's fine. And I would like... Let's just be safe and make it 128. Alright, then I'm just gonna add some quads. So, add a quad. Did it not add? No, that's cute. I want to add a quad. There you go. Oops. Grab it physically. I'm gonna move this to the front. Move it out to there. Move its pivot to right there. Size it up to there. Size it up to there. And we size it out. I think 32 would be a good size. And rotate it by 90 degrees. Cool. Then I want to duplicate this. Move it up to there. And I'm going to move its pivot point all the way down here. And add one more quad. So it's minus 120. I'm going to resize it to there. Fuck! Turn this off. Resize it to there. Resize it to there. Move it in by one. And then change this to 32 for consistency. I can always change the model later. It's not that big of an issue. Right. Now we're going to create a texture with a pixel density of 64. We're going to call this Harpy. Default. But I figure out some other things later. Rearrange UVs. Power of 2 size. Keep textures. Confirm. There you go. Alright. I forgot about these. Alright, hold on. Let me delete these. My mistake. Alright, this we delete and we do this again. So Harpy underscore default. Confirm. I wonder if I can make this less. So delete this, set this to 128 by 128. No, because it's more than 128, that's why I set it to that. Okay, wait, maybe if it's not 128 by 128, but what if I can make it something else? 128 plus 32 is 128 plus 32. That makes 30 is 160. 160 by 160, confirm. It just resets it again. Whatever. If it wants that to be the default, then that's the default. Alright, so now that's done. Now I need to start adding groups. We're gonna name this group. Where's its pivot? This group's pivot should be at world 0. There you go. So this one, name it root. Cool. Then I would like this, this, and this to be added to a group. Remove this. Call it left underscore leg. This, and this. That's interesting. That is what? Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of this. Why would it do that? Alright. Let's select the whole thing. Hope everything is selected. Create a texture. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna. Why? Wait. Her face. All faces. UV checkerboard. Display zoom, UV mode, auto UV. What the frick? What the heck? Okay. Wait. Let's grab these. Which they're strewn across there. And then what if I do mirror UVs? Then I just select these and delete them, and then I select this and move it. Oops. I select this and move it. And then we have this with mirrored UVs, and I can somewhere throw this and delete this and do that and make sure that you are under there. I'm gonna do the same with the arms. It's because that is very strange that it wouldn't UV properly. No, this one's... yeah, this one's attached. Add group, call it body. Or no. This will be called hip. Alright. Then... right. Then... selecting these. Gonna add it, call it chest. I'm just gonna finish off with this. So this and this, add group. Neck. This one. Oops. Add group. Call it head. Awesome. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. And then this, I'm going to add, call it left upper arm. Grab these two, put it in a bone, rename that to left lower arm. I don't know what does that. This will be left upper wing. This will be left upper, no. Left lower wing. This will be tail, wing, get this one, and then from this I would like to turn on this and move this 4 and move it 4 back. There you go. That means these share the exact same stuff. So now if I create a texture it should not rearrange the UVs because it keeps messing that up. Take that away, and we do harpy default, right? Interesting. Oh, I could just add Hytale player. Okay. Shows you how much I know about the software. Alright. I was curious how this worked, but okay. First of all, head's way too big for me. Oh, and the Hytale player does have a neck. Knew it. Alright. Neck's too small. I think the legs are fine. Arms are fine. Chest is too high. Alright. I understand how they did this. I'll rescale everything later. I spent too much time on this nonsense. Right, so how do I do that again? Oh, there it is. So show gizmo red. Alright. So it looks good for now. Let's take away the Hytale player for now. We'll deal with that on another time. For now, I want to add every single one of these animations. So add animation, call it idle. I can hopefully set the settings. Yeah, I can set the settings. So it's idle, walk, walk, backward, run, run backward. So I'm not going to animate every single tiny little thing. I am just adding the animations there so that it would go and call those animations whether they have anything on them or not. So for a lot of them I'm just going to add an indication that I know that, oh, this animation was just picked for it to do something. So I can then later go and add in more professional animations, because the moment I get everything to work the way it is intended to work, I can make everything, I can add all the cosmetics on top of that later, like a more proper model, because my ass doesn't know what I'm doing, and so a more proper model, as well as what is this? That's an ad. So the animations, brain, don't give up on me. So yeah, so I'm gonna add the Hytale model character again, shape this character appropriately to that size and shape, and then add animations for every single little animation that is there. Right now, we're just adding animations so that we have something to call. So I need a save. I need a save. I'm gonna be so pissed if something happens now. Save project as Harpy. Yeah, fuck it. Alright. This one is sprint. Crouch. Sorry, crouch. Then it's crouch walk. Then it's crouch walk backward. Then it's step walk. Then it's step run. Then it's step sprint. Then it's jump. Then it's jump, walk. And it's why is there so many animations? Right. Then it's jump, run. Then it's jump, sprint. Then it's fall. Then it's alerted. Alerted. Then it's fly, idle. Then it's fly. Then it's fly backward. Then it's fly fast. Then it's swim idle. Then it's swim. Then it's swim backward. Where am I? It's fly backwards, fly fast, swim idle, swim backward, swim fast. Then it's swim, jump. swim, float. So swim, fall, swim, jump, swim, float, swim, sink. Swim, dive. So swim, sink, swim, dive backwards. So swim, dive backwards. Look at my head now. There we go. Swim, dive fast. Swim, dive fast. Then hurt, death, lay down, sleep. What the fuck is playing? Wake. Spawn. Alright, the problem is this is not all the animations, and I know this is not all the animations. So these are all the moving animations. There are more animations, and I know that. So... this calls here. Right, so this is where we set what is being fired. I'm looking for where the animation is set for these specific things. So this is tag melee, that is sting, this is spit, this tag is ranged. This is all old interaction stuff. Player animations. This is for the player. This is not what I'm looking for. That's item drop, audio, projectile, root interactions. Okay, hold on. Let's take a look at the source code. So we're looking for the Sakar Seeker default, and we're looking for spit. Wait, did I set spit? No, I didn't. Alright, let's go put it back to the default. Let's take a look. Where is he? There he is. Let's take a look at the... Oh, there it is. Oh! Why are they set here though? This is still not what I'm looking for. Was I looking at the wrong stuff? What is referencing this? What is referencing this? Why is this referencing player animations? Okay, let's take a look here. Idle, walk backward, run backward, sprint, crouch, walk, crouch, walk backward, step back. Swim idle, swim fast, swim float, swim exit, swim sink, swim dive, hurt, death, lay down, sleep, wake, spawn. Why is this done in such a strange way? This gets interactions, sting, and here, okay, I think I understand. Not entirely 100%, but I think I'm with it. So we have both a player animation and an item animation. So let's head back to the editor. Where do I set that? So this can only be set to simple. Effects. Nothing set there. Player animation. Oh, and then here, item animation is set to sting. So where is sting? I wish I could look through the folders. Okay. So here we're pulling an item animation ID with the ID of sting. This is where I'm getting very confused right now because the Scarak Seeker, where's that default? There it is. The default, is it the default? No, I'm looking at the wrong thing again. So it's not the Scarak default, it is the Scarak. If I go down to its animations have an entire elaborate like call system it uses, but for some reason this only calls sting. Like, I am so confused. Why is this a problem? So Am I still within? Yeah, I'm still within the playlist. Just gonna set it to shuffle. Yeah. Sorry, I kept looking at it at the wrong screen. Sorry. Right, so this is the problem I now have. This is just ID Sting. But here, you can see that it's calling the entire file. And it's looking specifically for that animation. But if I look for Sting, this is all I get. It is I get Scorpion Sting and I get the Scarab Sting. And I also get this Sting here. So what is this? Yeah, this is just the same Sting that I keep referencing to. And then if I go here, which is old interactions, this just calls for Scarab Seeker Sting and states that it's a melee. Go back here, which is what this is referencing, and here we're referencing an animation ID with Sting in its name. And this is what it looks like in the editor. This doesn't help me because I actually don't know what it's referencing, because if we go to the Scarab Seeker itself, we have no ID for Sting. And that's a problem. So yeah, that's a huge problem. It only looks like it's the Scarab Seeker that does the stinging, which means we don't have any other creature that does this thing other than the Scorpion. Which, if I could throw out a guess, yeah, calls Sting as well. But I just voiced my problems with this. Because what is that? What am I referencing? Where am I calling this from? Where is the file where this is located? So we have... This is what I was looking for the entire time. This here is what I was looking for. So it calls this. So this needs to be in here. So if I do, that's not going to give me anything if I search Scarab in there. So what I'm supposed to do is take a look at Sting. It's in NPCs, Flying Beast. Right, so NPC, Flying Beast, Scarex, animations, attacks. Here we have both Spit and Sting. The two things I've been looking for this entire time. Spit and Sting. Cool. I can close Scorpion Sting, I can close Scorpion Damage, which means that I need to specify them in very specific folders, which is the name of the creature, the animation, and the attacks, so that I can fulfill those things. So that just means I need to add Spit and add animation, Sting. That was convoluted. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick breather, I'm gonna leave it here for now, but I'll see you guys a little bit later. Alright, alright. I realize I'm muted myself. I spoke and muted myself. Hey Keen Wolf, yeah. I'm just quickly going to get something to drink. I've been at this for an hour, so I'll be right back. I've been enjoying Hytale. Minecraft is more my favorite game, but since Hytale is new, I'm still testing it out, and I am currently trying to mod it. This is the model of a RP I made. I just finished labeling all of the animations. I just spent an entire long while trying to figure out what these two are that's being specified here. So yeah, it's been busy. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Since last year, I've been very on and off. Alright, so not really going to, I think I'm just gonna set a basic keyframe. So select the root. You stream really well. I'm gonna ignore that for now. Yeah, it's more the whatever this is. Uh, Honestly, I've just decided to do it. There's not really much inspiration. Like there's other projects that I'm busy working on that like I really want to get started on. Some of them are on my YouTube channel. The recordings that I've finished. My YouTube channel is under the same name as this channel, so I believe I also have it linked. But yeah, I'm just putting that project aside for now so that I can enjoy Hytale since it's new. See how it goes. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Is your wife also a streamer? Alright. What you play? Alright, so just games in general. Alright, I think let me add some base animations. For idle, I'm just going to have the arm move forward by 10, and then this arm. So from there to there, move this 10 back. So like that. And then here, put it back there. I see that I'm the only one in here, buddy. Yeah, I've not really been able to attract a lot of people. I think the most people I've been able to attract has been when I did a coding stream. So yeah. What are the thing you have been doing to get a real followers and viewers to grow your channel? Just mostly sending, posting on social media and stuff like that. Also posting on my YouTube channel. So I've not really been doing anything to. Well, I won't say I haven't been doing anything. I've been doing things to try and get people. It's just that I've not been able to attract a lot of people. So yeah, it's just where I am right now. Why is it going that far behind? It should return back to 0. Yeah. Sure. Alright, so let's walk out. Sprint, crouch, step, jump, fall, fly. Oh, there it is, fly idle. So just going to put this at 90, put this at 90. All right. So where do you blog? Not bad. Not bad. All right. So where do you blog? Did I never set the knees? I never set the knees. Oh, for goodness sake. Alright, let me go set the knees. So I can close these. Why do I have two of these? Delete that. I don't need two of them. So, left leg. I'm gonna run out and get something. Are you on Discord? Yeah, I'm on Discord. Not under the same name, but where can I send you to? Can I get an invite code maybe? Yeah, there's an invite code. Go here. Well, I can't send it to you. Because you blocked private chats. It's not something I just want public. Let me go. It's not my Twitch name. I don't think I've changed it in like a while. It's my old gamer tag, so let me do something real quick. So I assume your Discord's the same? Alright, it's been sent. Anyways, back here. So this needs the left leg. That drops in there. Then right leg. This is right lower leg. Drop that in there. Left lower leg. And all right. Left lower leg, right lower leg. Do this, hip root, da. Animations. Why are you that high up? Oh, for goodness sake. That looks correct. Alright. Animations. This one is set at -65. This one I want to set to the same, -65. Set this to whatever the fuck this is. This is -85. Right? No! Why would you do that? -85. What the? No. 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 Why would you do that? That's messed up. Alright, so I click on that. No. Reduce this, reduce this. I need that. This. With that on. Whilst using that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll create that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this would give me this, which I can then move out of this and here and delete that. So left upper arm, right upper arm, neck, tail, wing, animate, right, and then I can set this one to 90. Alright. Let me go to 4. Thanks, Wolf. Much appreciated. Select the route. And under the route, add. And then here, by 2, going to move it up by 10. For goodness sake. So copy. Oh, no, it has to be here. And then paste. Alright. That's very slow. Right. That works for standing animations, not for flying animations. Drop that there, move you all the way to there. Right. And this is fly idle. I want to set it to loop. Confirm. Alright, so this is now flying. So that's it. That. Do I have any other swim idle animation? How would I do this? How would I do this? Position. I think let's go for the root. No ways that is the root position. What do you mean that's the root's position? Alright. Is that center? Yes, that is center. That's what the root's position is supposed to be. Alright, let's go back to animation, which I am pretty sure flying would now be broken. Fly idle. Okay, no, it's still working. Good. Let's go to swim idle. So I'm gonna move this to here-ish. Let's put it at 70. Put this at 70. Right. Put this at 90. Put this at 90. Oh! That is the wrong thing I grabbed. This needs to be at 90, and then this rotates like this. Roughly about there. Oh! Can I turn off the terrain? Yes. It's 25 and 25. 25. 25. Should actually be 50 because that's a bit of an awkward angle. So 25 again. 25 again. Let's put that round about there. It should be water level. And then, once again, we head back to the root. Grab the position. That is scaling. Grab the position. We move it ahead to here because it's going to be a lot more controlled, I guess would be a proper word. Why? Move that to here. And let's sink it down a little bit, actually. Alright, loop mode, loop. Alright. It's just a basic floating animation. I think I can technically make a walking animation, but at the same time, you know, I would like to get a move on. So let's save this project. Let's export it as a Hytale block model, and we save it here for now. We're gonna move it later. Then I need to go here, go to my mod, which is this, and can I open this somehow? I can't right click anything, which is bothering me. Let's go here. I know the exact location of this stuff. It's just, it is such a pain going to it. So you'd have to go to your users folder, your username of your machine, app data, roaming, Hytale. I believe from there it's user data, mods, and then your mod folder. And then in here I need to create a few things. Let's head back here and search spit again, so I can get the correct folders. So I need NPC, so I believe that's correct. Hold on, let me go back here, remove this. Let's head back to Hytale. Yeah, it's a separate folder. I just had to make sure. So, new folder, NPC. Let me just put it here so you guys see what I'm doing. So, a new folder, NPC. Then I need Flying Beast, it looks like. Yeah, because all these align with Beast. And then it's Flying Beast, yeah. So, new folder, Flying _ Beast. Not lying. Flying _ Beast. We're going to name this Harpy, because I don't know if I need to rename that somewhere else, but we'll see. So we're going to rename that to Harpy. New folder. Animations. A new folder. Attacks. Right. So that's where I'm going to throw those. Then I would like to go to NPCs. Well, NPC here. And then I need in animation. I need a new folder. Isn't there just a new folder option here? No, it's literally that button. Okay. Alright. Damage, not sure what that is. New folder. Default. New folder. Fly. New folder. Swim. Alright, and it looks like I just throw all the animations in there. All the different types of animations. What falls under damage? Death, hurt, and hurt 2. There's a hurt 2? Did I specify hurt 2? What is going on here? Did I specify hurt 2 here? I think I just specified hurt. Hurt 2? I can close these two. Scarback? Oh, okay. The hurt and hurt 2 are both specified here. Got it. Got it. I'm very curious if I'm genuinely concerned of where to specify the attack animations, because it's calling an ID. These are IDs. Where here would it be? It's not under alerted. It's not under fly, it's not under swim, it's not under swim fast. Well, it wouldn't be. I can't see why it would be. It's not under death. It's not lay down, it's not wake. Step, fly, idle, fall, alert, idle? Maybe no. Idle only has one. There's 38 mapped entries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. It's not wake, it's not spawn, it's not sleep, it's not lay down, bug off, it's not death, it's not hurt, it's not swim. I had to have registered these at some point. Well, not me, but like it should have been set at some point. Let's do Sting. Nope, Sting doesn't have anything. I am genuinely concerned because I don't know if the attacks are going to work and I don't know if they're set properly. Oh. Okay. Right. Animation ID Sting. That does not help me. Unless it's an attack animation thing. Well, not necessarily assigned to the Scarak. Set to simple, it has no parents, there's no entries here, no entries here, no entries here. All I have is a next with no effects attached to it, but with interactions attached to it, but these, I almost want to say, mean nothing. Clear animation, camera movement, movement effects, interactions. Hit entity has an interaction assigned to it. Replace effect, no parents. So it's Batman. Default value has an interaction. NPC attack, melee damage. Can I take a look at this? This is all it is. Okay. Let's go. Why do I always choose to do difficult shit? That's supposed to be easy, apparently. This concerns me. This concerns me because this is not specified. And that is concerning. The very fact that that is not specified is concerning. So it's set under animations. There's 2 songs with the name. There's a beast with the animation. There's a flying beast with the animation. There's a flying wildlife with the animation, most likely a bee. Oh, it's called a swarm. Interesting. There's a swimming wildlife with an animation, but I'm not seeing an animation ID because this, where do you pull your information? Where? Because there is 1, 2, 3 different things. How do you know where to pull your information from? Because you see this one here, player animation ID, pulls it from there. That is the player animation ID thingy, which is fine. So if I were to do Skarak Seeker, that's this guy, but that's a player animation. You are just called Sting, which doesn't make sense. Oh, but you know what I could do, right? Is I can go to items and look for item animation. That I can maybe do. So close this. Item. I'm immediately lost. Alright. Skarak. So we're looking for the player. So it's item player animation. What? No. Lies. That's messed up. Yeah, here it is, right at the top. Oh. Okay. My brain's a little cooked. Trying to figure this out. Maybe it just works. Maybe it just works. I can't believe that it just works, but maybe it just works. So let's save all of these. Oh, that's messed up. Why would you do it like that? Is there a better way to do this? Animations. Save all animations. Don't tell me it's gonna do it like that. Yeah. Just as I thought, it's gonna do it like that. Why? Hold on, I need to first tell this thing to stop being an idiot. Alright, manual it is. Because we can't have nice things. Right, now all of that is manually saved. I'm gonna save the project one last time. Gonna make sure this is correct. Alright, then I can close that. Now, I need to have this open. Go over here. And let's first go over to attacks and harpy animation. So I know the attacks is Sting. So it's Sting and what's the other one? Spit. Alright. Sting and Spit. Go over to damage. Damage is hurt. Apparently there's supposed to be another hurt, so I'm just going to grab hurt, copy it, paste it in here, and then do this, but just rename it to hurt 2. because I would like to stay as similar as possible. And death. Where's death? Where's death? I'd like to delete her there. What was the rest? So here, damage is death, hurt and hurt 2. Attack is spit and sting. Swim is everything with swim in the name. So that would be this and this. Swim. Why is there only so little here? Fly. So then we want all of the flying animations in fly. There to there. Alright. So fly and swim is set. Those two are out of the, which means everything else should be default. That sorts that, and then I would like to make another one for model. Models. Okay, very specific naming. Models. And then in there, I'm going to grab the harpy. I forgot to save the texture. Well, let me get that real quick. So save this here. It gives me the texture. I'll go over here. That would be this. And just because I know it's going to bug out on me, if I don't do it like this, this. Alright. LOL! They called it an alien. That's funny. I guess technically it is an alien. Alright. So, now that I've made a similar folder path, which I'm still not too certain about whether this was the right way or not, I am going to go here and add a... Is that correct? No. I want it to be... That is a model. I can get rid of those. I can get rid of these. I want to add... What would this be? This is... This is a model asset, so if I go here and I click the create and I under model asset, I would like to make a test copy, and we are copying the Scara Seeker. We are not copying its parents. We are not copying the model, we're not copying the texture. We can grab the eye height, the hitbox, the camera. We're also, and the animation sets. Cool, cool, cool. It's the source code, we'll deal with that later. Folder. I don't know. NPC. The parent directory is missing. Damn it! Okay. Let's figure this out. Hold on. Users. Scroll down. Come on. App data. Roaming. Hytale, where are you? Hytale. Users. Mods. Test mods. And I believe it's no, it's not on common. It's supposed to be under server. Right. Under here. Where's the Skarak Seekers thing? Skarak Seeker is under model asset, so new folder, model asset, yeah. So then I go here and I call it no. Maybe if I put model asset outside, then call RP? No. Alright, so Skyrack Seeker is it's not in block. Did I misname it? Or is it supposed to be under something else? So model asset, flying beast maybe? What would be the root? The first letter of an ID often underscore must be uppercase. Where'd you create it? Where'd you create that? Come on, where'd you create it? Oh, okay, I understand what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for model asset, I was looking for models. Okay, so... Alright, well, time to look for the model itself. What do you mean there's nothing? Okay. Select. And then texture is this one. Select. Should have been correct. Right. Animations. Right. So these I need to change to here. PCs, Flying Beast, Harpy. Animations. Default. Idle. Cool. Hey, there's the model. Alright, we're making progress. We're making progress. Right, that's idle. Let's go to walk. No. NPCs, Flying Beast, Harpy, animations, default, walk, backwards. Okay, hold on. Let me just do it the old classic way. This is still work in progress. Default, walk backwards. Alright. Go away. Run. Run backwards. What was this? Sprint. What was this? Crouch. I wanted step run. This one is step sprint, so here, 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 here. Step sprint. Now we want to jump. Nope, this was supposed to be jump wall. now we are at fly. So let's go there. Oh no, wait, this is supposed to be fly idle. Right. Then fly gets fly. Fly. Right. Let's fly backwards. Swim idle. We're doing swim fast. There it is. Swim float. Swim sink. Swim, dive. Animation, swim. Swim, dive. Select. Alright. Swim dive. Swim dive backward. Here. Here, 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 here. No. It's here. Swim dive backwards. So many different states. Like, I've come to realize now I don't need that many different types of animations. But there's so many states that I don't want to mess this up, because last time when I was just adding a sword, it was so pedantic about the naming schemes of everything that I am too scared to change anything to the way that I want it to be. So swim, dive, fast. So I know now that I can assign any animation to this. I'm just doing it like this because I already have the animation set, but I can always set it later again. So hurt 1 and hurt 2. I don't really know. Do I need a hurt 2? Is that really necessary? I'll just add it. NPC, flying beast, harpy, animation, damage. So it's hurt 1, and it's hurt 2. It's practically the same thing, but it doesn't matter. Flying beast, harpy, models. I keep doing that. Animations, damage, hurt 2, death, just there, damage, death. Lay down. So this is under default. NPC flying beast harpy animations default. Lay down. Sleep animation. So here, PC flying harpy animations default. I was about to say, like, there's no way I did not add a sleep animation. Wake, which would wake up from the sleeping animation essentially. So there, NPC, flying beasts, harpy, 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 open up! Thank you. Wake. And then spawn is supposed to have 2 animations. Bugger. Right. So make a mod with you. What mod would you like to make, buddy? RP animations. Unturned zombies. It sounds fine with me. Buddy, what's your... you know what? Add my Discord. Is your Discord name the same? Alright, well. We'll talk about it. I'll send you the friend request, but we'll talk about it. For now, I'm still, like, I can add items and stuff easy enough. I'm still learning how everything else works. But, yeah, we can talk about it. Alright, so... Right, so let's take a look. I was supposed to set the spawn animation, so I need to rename this to spawn 2 so that I can have 2 of them. For my own sanity, that is wrong. This needs to be set to here. NPC, flying beast, harpy, animation, default, spawn, spawn, and I thought there were 2 entries. Yeah, there's 2 entries. And spawn 2. Should I go here? Items, no. NPCs, flying beast, harpy, animation, default, and spawn 2. Holy goodness! There's too many layers there. Too many. But that sets this guy. Right. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. So this is the Scarab Seeker, Scarab Stings. Why do I have 2 Scarab Stings open? There's 2 different things. Melee, interactions, that, cooldown, settings, rules, cooldowns. Right. I don't know why I have 2 of these. That one's a root interaction, this one's an interaction. This is the one that I keep ranting about. That. What is that reference? Anyways, so Skarak underscore seeker. So I am looking now for where the template is saved. There it is. So under NPC role, this guy. So if I click, so if I go back here and then click add NPC role, you see, and then I get, not in here, but in here, the Skarak underscore seeker. And then I grab the template. The template, if I'm not mistaken, is most of code, so I'm gonna have to take a look at what I'm doing there, and then I'm going to call it template underscore harpy. Right. Now we're gonna want to find a few things. So this will not be this. This will be test harpy. Test underscore harpy. Right. Sup, Key? Override the memory name if set. Others computers memory to knock back. Motion control fly. Okay. Instructions component, instruct, clear status, reference component, enter sensor, hearing, component instruction. I think I'm gonna leave most of this the same. I'm just changing the I'm just changing the appearance for now, so let's apply this. That's the template. Now, if I go back here, so it's here, flying beast. Yeah, no, it's been fun. I'm learning a lot through doing this, so, and I'm forcing myself to stay online through doing this, so if anything, it's a double-edged sword. Because one, I'm streaming, I'm forcing myself to stream, and two, I'm forcing myself to learn a new software, so double-edged sword. Scarab Seeker, I am in the wrong area. Wasn't in model assets, where was it? Where'd this save? No, I'm in the wrong area again. Here. It's not model asset. What did I just set? Where are you saved? You are under NPC. Roles. NPC role? There it is. Okay, okay. I was trying to do this last time. Okay, doesn't matter. Right, so I want to do an NPC role. So NPC role. Scarab Seeker. I'm not gonna find it there, but I will find it here. And I'm just gonna grab the Scarab Seeker, and this should now exist. I'm just going to make and harpy underscore template. Oh, why would I do that? No. It's going to be templates, create folder, and then I'm just going to select this folder. So folder is harpy, and I'm going to call this one test underscore harpy. Right, and we are referencing template harpy. And yeah, we can use all the same stuff here. This I want to rename to Harpy. Harpy. Let me double check the model asset. So I'm gonna close this for now. I'm gonna close that for now. Let's go back here. Cancel. Apply changes. Let's go back here. Editor. General. I should be good to go. No way! Oh. Right. Some errors have occurred. Can I reopen that world, please? Or did I break it? Wait, maybe... Please don't crash on me. I need this open. No! Alright, maybe I can open up the world again. I've spent 3 hours on this. Okay, it's going to keep trying to render that, so... This now makes it complicated. Right, so a lot of that information should have been saved as JSON. So let's go to the JSON information. So this is in common. I don't want to be in common. I want to be not here. I wonder if that was actually the issue. Hold on, let's try that out again. Play. They are .json, so I should be able to open them up. Yeah. Immediately crashes. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the log file. So okay, hold on. So that's not telling me anything. Ah, I closed it. Alright, so let's go back here. Let's take a look. So appearance, type is abstract, value is test harpy, model to use, yeah, so that's that. And the start state was set to idle. Alright, a range within which the player... Can I do something here? No, it requires the server to be open. Okay. What I can do is I can create a new creative world, assign that mod, but instead of calling that creature, I can call the other things. So, alright, I think this is my problem. This here. So I need to create my own two not animations, but whatever these are. This is my ranged attack, this is my standard attack, and I need to set whatever those are. Got it. So, in order to do this, I need to close all of this stuff. Go here. Hit play. Throw this over here. So worlds, create, Creative world. New stream world. We add test mod to it. New stream world. Let's add NPCs for the fun of it. Let's do a flat world actually. Should make it easier. Awesome. That's pretty good. Don't know why it's so foggy, but okay. Right, creative tools. Spawn entity. Oh fuck. Slash op self. There you go. Spawn entities. Test underscore RP. Right. So. Oh, that's interesting. So selecting the test harpy now, it's not giving me the harpy. Oh, no, there it is. Alright. So, with that being said, I know there is an issue. So I can't just play and go ahead and do my own thing. So the thing that I was hoping to avoid to do is now the very thing that I now need to go do, because laziness does not pay off. Skarak Seeker. I'm gonna leave that the same. Yeah, this doesn't have animations attached to it. Must I really set this? Must I really set this? I don't want to set this. Okay. Okay, I think I understand what I'm supposed to do. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna create a player animation, and I'm going to pull the Skarak Seeker default for my stuff. Folder doesn't exist yet, which is fine. I'm going to call this. What am I going to call this? Harpy default create. Right. And in Harpy default this needs to change to here, NPC, Flying Beast, Harpy, select Harpy, animation, attacks, this is spit, right? Yeah, this one's spit, this one's sting, animations, attacks, sting. I'm gonna leave all that information the same. Right. Then I need to go back here because there's another thing here that I need to grab. Skyrack underscore seeker. It's these two. I'm gonna leave this one the same and hope it works. And then these two. Right. So let's start with this. And we go here and hit this. This will cause me to want to create a interaction, and we call that interaction Skyrack Seeker. This one's the split one. Now let's do Skyrack Seeker Sting. This will be the Sting. See, create folder, RP, create folder, select folder, and we call this one RP melee. Good. Let's take a look at the source. We are in fact not looking for the Skyrack default, we are looking for the... So I can close this. We are looking for the... I said we can close this. We are looking for the Harpy default. So... Harpy underscore default. Apply changes. And I want to create another one of these in NPC Harpy select, call it Harpy ranged. Assets, items. No. Here. Skyrack Seeker. No. Split. Create. You are looking for Harpy default, and yeah, that should be fine. Alright, so it means I can get rid of that default. I can apply changes. I can get rid of this default, and then I need to create some of these. So I'm going to say something was different here. I want to create some of these. So go over here and click create, which is root interaction, which I'm going to search for Skyrack Seeker. And grab this thing, call it Harpy melee, create it, and we are calling for harpy melee. Apply changes. Create a new one. Same folder. Hytale. Scarak. Seeker. Spet. Call it harpy. Ranged. Create. And we're doing harpy ranged. Ranged. So apply changes. So that should be everything. Don't crash. No! What am I missing? Alright, so appearance, test harpy. Drop list, drop Scarak fighter. That's fine. Alright, this is harpy. I forgot about this. This is harpy ranged. This is harpy melee. Anything else that I might need to want to change? Alright, so I'm gonna save that. Test harpy, anything that I need to change here. So that I don't care too much for. Maybe this is what's bugging me out. Let's do test harpy. Right, I can close this. Close this. Right, then I try to open it up again. Okay. Rolling it back. I think I might actually know what might be the problem here, so let's head back. So I need to create once again another new world. Add this, add NPCs, add pause time, apply, create. Alright, let's see what happens this time. Alright, so we're going to go to... Oh yeah, I need to give myself OP. OP /OP self. asset editor. No, asset editor, because an instance is already running. Right, asset editor, and let's go to spawn entity whilst that opens. There she is, with her basic ass animation. Oh, I forgot, only one arm's going to be animated. It doesn't matter. At least I know that it's animated. Right, so I want one of two things. So, Harpy. Let's go to the source code. Okay, that's fine. Harpy. That's fine. Here she is. Okay. So I am looking specifically for an NPC one. So test NPC not to test, sorry, Hytale Scara underscore seeker. I think it's this one. Okay, I think I understand why it's erroring, because of this. Because it's looking for the translation key, which doesn't exist. So I think that might have been my problem this entire time, because everything else I know is set properly. So let's spawn it. Shut. Alright, I think, guys, that's where I'm gonna end this. Thanks so much for watching. I will play around with it and see why the heck it's not working, and I'll come back to you guys, most probably in a YouTube video that you guys can check on my YouTube channel. And YouTube channel also is ECC Super, and yeah, I will check you guys